Hi friends, welcome. We'll try to create some student ID cards by generating a single PDF file with multiple pages. So each page will contain one ID card and that we can subsequently print and use it. The detail of the ID cards will take it from a database. We'll use this time SQLite database, and here the student details will be stored along with the image of the student also will keep it. So we can collect the details of the student and the image and create the ID card. So before we move to this, we'll also see how we'll generate this database. This database, here you can see the URL. You come here, you can generate the database by using the link here. You scroll down, this URL is available in the description. Here is a link which will take us to the Colab platform where you can create the database and we can use the sample images also. Finally, we'll get multiple pages with a ID card like this. Let's just click and go to GitHub page. Here it is. The GitHub link is there. Click this link. Now you will be coming to the GitHub page. It will take it, and here is the Colab. This is a Python platform freely available for you with your Gmail ID. It is there. So you can click this, go to the Colab platform. Here it is. Here we are. Just run all the cells. What will happen? This will generate or it will download the image, some 4 sample images with the database, whatever you want to store all the details, and this will be available to you. You can just run each cell once. So here it is. You can just, if you run it, it will download the details. Run anyway, you can get all the details, and at the end you can download this particular database SQLite database file with all the records of the student and the sample images. You can download it and use it for our generation of the ID cards. We'll see how we'll create this file. We'll start from here. These are the text or the instructions we'll follow. So we'll get our database with the images and the data. So for this, first we'll add a code block here. Inside that, I'm just pasting a URL. Sorry, this is not copied. I am just bringing a URL here. Fine. So this is the 4 images. This is the URL, and wgets means I will download it to here. Where it will come? Now you can see here, this is in the runtime. This will be available here in this part of this. So this is connected. But once I am log out of it, so this will not be available. So this is only this runtime, or during this session only this will be available. But note that, because at the end we'll download it. Once you download it, you don't need that one. Anytime you can run it once again and create the database file once again. Now let me just run this. So these are 4 images, 1, 2, 3, 4 PNG files. This will be available here once it is downloaded. So let's just see. Okay, fine. So these are saved. Now let me just refresh it once. Yeah, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4 PNG files are created here. Now I'm clearing this, going to the next step. Create or connect to SQLite database. This will, if the database is there, it will connect it. If it is not there, then it will create the database. So for that, I will use SQLite 3 for that. So for that, I am just import SQLite 3. Now this is the connector or the driver I have imported. Now what I will do, my connection, this is the connection string or connection object, we call it SQLite 3.connect. Now here I am giving my database name. If it is, because nothing is there, it will be it should have been available here. Nothing is there, so first time I am using it, so it will create one for me. Student bulb 2. So this is my database name. So if I'll run this, then I will able to create it. Fine. Now let me just refresh this. I should able to see this. Yeah, you can see here student bulb 2. This is a blank database created here, and connection I got it. Now delete student table if required. Initially this is not required because we have so far not created, but still we'll write the code, so anytime we can run this and execute it. So for that, what I will do is I will create a try except and else block. So try, let me just write the structure first. Rather than that, I will just Fine. These are my 3 things I will write it. Now here what I will do in the except block, I am just copying this here, pasting it in the except, because that is the error part to display. Inside the try part, I will write it else means I will write if it is else will execute once it is successful. So for that what I will do, I will write print. Now I will say message only, student table is created. Fine. Otherwise whatever the error message that I will can give it. Now let me write inside the try part. So here probably it should go. Fine. So here it is, try my connection execute. Now inside that I will write the query. So drop table student B. Student B is our table name. What we are going to use it? The database name is student bulb 2. Okay, fine. So this if I will run it now, because I don't have that table or we have not created the table, I will get a message saying that no such table student B, because we have not created it. So this cell is optional. Now let me just move up a bit, create the blank table if not available. So fine. So here I will put a code block. This also I will just copy this. Here it is. Now I am putting the same try except and else block here, putting it. Now what I am going to do is fine. So here you see inside the try I am executing this query. This query will create a ID column, then name column, class, gender, photo. Photo, note that this is a binary large object or a bulb column where I am storing the image. So then if there is a failure in this, then I will get a error message. So what is the error returned by SQLite 3? I will get it here. If it is successful, then I will get the last line, student table created successfully. Let's just run this. Fine, student table created successfully. So inside this student bulb 2 database, I have created successfully a blank table. Blank means I have not added any record to it. Okay, fine. Here now some libraries I will need, that is for testing. Whatever, when you store the data, we need to test it how it has gone. We'll just run it once. So that time I need some to display it. I need some libraries. This is matplotlib and IO for the byte stream. That I am just copying and pasting it here. So I am just keeping it here. This is just no output will be generated. This just imports the library. Check the student table structure. Here it is required because okay, once we have created that, let's just run this small query. So and see what is the structure of this. So it is as per our requirement. There is nothing will change. So let's run this and see. Here you can see ID field, name field, class here, then the gender, then the photo is bulb. So this is the way it gives me the structure of my student table which I have created. Now what I am going to do is list of student details with image name. Now what we will do, we will create a list. Within a list, we will create a list and each row or each student details will store inside that. So let me just copy that also and put it here. So this is nothing but some data only of 4 records I am taking. Say this, my students, it's every row is one student detail. 1, 2, like that 4 rows are there, 4 details, and everything is kept inside a list. Now first one is the ID number or unique ID, student ID number, like that. Then the name, which class they study, what is the gender. Then this 1.png is their image. Now this 1.png, 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 images, sample images. The same 4 images we kept it against each student. So this is a list of students who are what we are going to push it to our database. So fine, this is there. Now we'll store it in our database. So for that I will just copy this code and put it here. Let me just insert the rows. So I am doing it here. What I am doing is this, mark this one. So this I am looping through. So each row I am picking up, then inside the row, 0th element, first element, second, third, fourth. 4th element is the image. So what I am going to do is for ID in my students is this one. Each loop of it pick up one row. So first row will be picked up, this one. Then id 4 because I am holding it as variable IDs. So id 4 means 1.png will be there. So that I am opening as a read in binary mode, or so I am saying RB here. Read that for, because that image is a binary data. So it is not a simple text data. Then I am opening it, then next line I am reading this. So the binary data is stored in the bulb data. Here I am giving a name binary large object, so I have given a bulb data. So this one again, here I am preparing a total list with that. Say first one ID is none, because why I am not giving the none here, because I need not have to pass on this value 1 2 3 4, because in the structure you can see here this is a integer primary key, means it's automatically assigned a ID. So naturally first it will start with 1 2 3 4, next it will start 5 6, like that it will go. So that is the reason. So I am giving none, then ID is 1, ID is 1 means name, then IDs 2 is the class, IDs 3 is the gender, then bulb data. Bulb data is whatever we have created inside the root by reading the image, whatever 1 2 3 4. So first one image will come. So in the first step, Alex name as name, class as 4 female, and 1 PNG will be inserted. Here is the query I am writing it. So giving the placeholder, these question marks are the placeholders, where these placeholders, this my data, this tuple will go. So here I am inserting it. Now in case it is successful, success, or otherwise number of records added, I will get 1, because each loop 1 record is added. So I will get an output that number of records added as 1. Like that 4 times it will loop, because I have 4 rows. So 4 records I will get. Let's just see that. For IDs, okay, I have to run this cell once. So this list will be created. Fine. Now let me just, okay. So you can see number of records added 1 4 times, because 4 times that loop was executed. So the query was executed. Now gender image to check the records. Below that I will do that code. Here it is. Let me just pick up. Now I am just collecting, and the libraries whatever I have initially called, that I will be using. Select star from student B. I am calling all the records. Now inside that records one by one I am displaying this PLT. I have this libraries, I have called it here image libraries, Python image library PIL. So those image library, import IO for my byte stream, because I will be receiving a binary data from the database and then displaying. So this is here. Now let me just run it once so I can see the, yeah, here is the 4 images, whatever 1 2 3 4, and with some data, Alex name, class, gender. Now finally what I can do is I will download it. So for that I will write 2 lines just. I will take the files here. Fine. Here it is. So once I do that, here I did a mistake. I have not given .dv here. So again, what I will do, I will old database, I will delete it, delete file. Okay. Now let me just refresh this. Let the images be there. I am running them again. Here I am connecting it. So I will be creating .db now. Yeah, let me refresh and verify it. Yeah, .db. Now everything I will run this cells again. So I will get the drop table. So no such table. Now let me just create the table. So this will, okay, student table created successfully. Now I will, this library I will import once more. Then this table structure, I will check it. Fine, this table is existing. Now this list also I am creating it again. Now then I am inserting the record, 4 records. So records added 1 1 1. Now again I am displaying it. Fine. So my inside my table the data is there. Now this is where I got it, because I have given the wrong database name. Now I am running it again. So I should get a file save dialog box now. Let me close. Yeah. So I can store it wherever I want. This student bulb _2. So this file I can store it wherever. I can change the position and say let me just save it here. Now this file is available. That's all, friends. So this particular file will be using to create our ID cards, because it contains all our images, it contains the student details, and the sample. We have taken 4 samples, so all samples are available. So these samples will use it, run it inside a PDF file, generate a PDF file, and create 4 ID cards. So that is what is our purpose. So that I will study next. So before we move, if you have any doubts, suggestion, questions, use the comment section below to post it. My request is please subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon, so you'll be notified as and when we are adding new tutorials, and we are frequently doing that also. Please share this with your friends, and thank you for watching.